and welcome to the LP of Shadow Warrior. I'm Lord Booger, and I'll be taking you through this game, which, to be quite frank, kicks ass. It's full of immature humour and far too much gore and pop references, but it's still fun as hell. I am using a remake. The source code to build was released a while ago, and they rebuilt the Shadow Warrior and build engine to run natively in Windows, which is helpful because it means I can record it with Fraps. But anyway, we're playing starting from the beginning, and I am not sadistic, so I won't be playing it on the highest skill level.
A ninja knows no fear. Zilla sends his regards.
And of course, straight away we get attacked. Now this is also using a high resolution texture pack to make the game look a little bit better. There's actually a texture here, a one-way one. They can't see us until we step out of it or attack them. But before we do that, there is a secret here.
Ancient Chinese secret.
That's right, there's a nuclear bomb in the very first level. And there you go, apologies for that. We have at the start two different weapons. The sword, which is a one-hit kill on the ninjas, and the shurikens, which are borderline useless, but they're the only ranged weapon we have at the moment.
Oh, spread the personality!
Yes, and there are all these somewhat amusing quips that he'll say. And we need to get in there, first off. And the key is around here. There's a bunch of different items you can pick up. The gas bomb is sort of... you drop it and it does damage in an area for a while until it runs out. You gotta be careful because it will hurt you. And there we go. It's not bad, but it's of limited usefulness. Yes, like that. Right, perhaps I shouldn't have put that down. There we go. There is around here. That could have gone better. Thankfully, there is the key we need. And here, another secret. And our first real ranged weapon. As well as, well, another secret. Medkit.
Better than acupuncture.
And this game also has the same mirrors that Duke used. Somewhat neat, but, yeah, sort of a gimmick back in those days. There is another way in here, but that's not till later on. And there's another type of enemy. I don't want to get too close because they like to explode. We can get to that, just not just yet. Enemies aren't completely stupid, but they're not too bright either.
Better than acupuncture.
Now if we go through here... Sadly, being a build engine game, there's no locational damage or anything. And of course we can dual wield these, which is nice, and some armour. Now this is another gimmick that Shadow Warrior brought in. The screens and controllable vehicles. This one actually has a point. Later on there's not really much, but to save trouble later on we just drive the car into that little thing back there.
Cowabunga.
And we have here a missile launcher, which, whilst I can't use it at the moment, includes a heat-seeking mode and...
3, 2, 1. All systems ready.
the aforementioned nuclear missile launcher we picked up before. Now this is very dangerous. Do not use it at close range, because it will wreck your shit. It's a bit buggy. Line of sight blocks it, but that includes things like paper thin walls, so you sometimes can get away if you're lucky. As a demo though, I will do that. We killed a thing earlier, which when it dies, spawns these horrid little ghosts. There we go. Also, the nuclear weapon leaves gas clouds around, which is just radiation. As you can see, there are generic enemy pictures all around. There's some nice shark fin soup. And another weapon, the sticky bomb. These, well, they do what they say. They stick to things. They stick to NPCs, enemy players and multiplayer. And they blow up eventually, however, they beep. If they're not on a wall, if they're on a wall and you approach too close to them, they do that. They're quite useful, but yeah. Sometimes vending machines, you can get items out of them, which is kind of neat. And of course there's also the dirty jokes. I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. We didn't really need to come in here, but yeah, there's a few items. I have no idea what that sound is. I presume it's enemies spawning somewhere. Yep. Right, if we go up here, we can get to this gun, which is the shotgun of the game. Has one mode, just single shot, and then another, which is rapid fire. It's very good. You'll probably find yourself using it a lot. And here there is water. It's another gimmick that Shadow Warrior had, along with the vehicles. It also is similar to blood, transparent water, which Duke never had. And there are fish in there. They're not very dangerous, but kind of hard to hit. Yes, as you can see, the sword is a bit buggy in terms of a melee weapon, but we don't really need to stay in here. As a neat trick with the shuriken, oh, we also have the fists, but they're borderline useful. In fact, if you hit the wall too much, it hurts you. If you throw shurikens at the wall, you can, sometimes at least. I guess not. You can retrieve them occasionally if you find where they're stuck in the wall. I guess it doesn't want to work right now. Yeah, the ghosts, you can't actually hit them when they turn into shadows. They have a ranged attack, and they can also hurt you if you get up close. There we go. Now there are buttons here you can hit to do various bits and pieces. Just another secret.
Ancient
Chase.
secret.
It's a bunch of ammo and a vest. And a decapitated body. I have no idea what that's a reference to. A lot of the stuff may not have been in the original. It's been added by the texture packing. Whoa. And there's another enemy. He likes to blow himself up if you get too close, which is very helpful.
Go, Speed Racer, go!
And this is the area we saw previously with the car in it. It's a bit awkward to control with the mouse in this way, but still, it's kind of neat. Anyway, that camera view we had before was to drive the key out into this little bit so we can pick it up. Now these machines, you can use them. You don't really get anything from them, except on brief occasions. Sometimes random items come out of them. I don't know what determines it. I guess it's handy. Anyway, that opens this up,
The Chinese secret.
which gives us a fortune cookie, which is the equivalent of the atomic health for Duke. This game also has voxel sprites in it, which were in Blood, but not in Duke. They're the 3D-ish looking sprites you see hanging around. There's a light switch. And that's a horrible sounding door, but... And there are also invisible ninjas with special abilities like that that are very painful. They uncloak once you kill them, but they're still a pain in the ass. We have the usual night vision goggles, which aren't very helpful. The flash bomb, which blinds everyone. Caltrops, you just drop them on the ground.
Ow!
And you can walk over them. So can your enemies, obviously. A lot of these are very practical in deathmatch, but not really very useful in multiplayer. There's a turret down there. And this is the room we were in earlier. Anyway, we can hide up on here, and the turret can't hit us. Somehow shurikens can penetrate metal canisters. Maybe Lo Wang's just that badass.
Personal weapon.
One of them in there.
Ho ho! Sticky bomb like you! Ho ho! Sticky bomb like you!
I must say, I do love the random voice quotes in it. They're funny as hell. As a side note, if you give these guys, they won't spawn a ghost.
This is not tournament. This is for real.
I believe it's because it kills the ghost straight away. But anyway, we have reached the end of the first level. And similar to Duke, we have these little symbol thingies. And I will see you guys in the next level, Zilla Construction.